Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is, my name is Eve, this is Everyday Artist, and welcome. Rogue is off camera here a little bit. She's confused because it's earlier than I usually film, as you can tell by the lighting, which is actually great. It has been a very busy week here. For those of you who live in the US, we had Thanksgiving. And on top of that, I was starting to suffer from some breathing issues. So I ended up in the ER on Saturday. I wasn't horribly ill, but I just wanted to double check that it wasn't a few things before I call my pulmonologist today. So they may be interrupting my video with a phone call, I hope. And so I wanted to get this out of the way because I'm going to spend the day with my aunt. But because of my breathing issues, I didn't do a lot other than sit, and so I stitched. And what you doing, baby? So that's all I have this time. I have quilting that I wanted to do. I even wanted to sew some bags that we're going to be giving away on the Three Sisters Creative video. So if you haven't checked out that video, check it out. We're having a giveaway at the end of the month. So people are starting already to put in their entries. So go check that out. The link is below in the link tree. Where to start? Okay, so I'm going to start with whip go. So my second goal for November has been, I didn't really prepare because I was wanting to get this out of the way, so probably took longer for that reason. Cute boots. Joe Gattenby, I'm reading it backwards, for X's and O's. And I just love this duck. I mean, isn't he adorable? I don't mind the saying, but the duck just absolutely kills me. But it is very pixelated because they want to give it more dimension, and so it's a little challenge to work on. But I've been enjoying it. And I'll work on it until the end of the month. And this is where I am so far. So I'll definitely get his hat done and get started on the top of his body here. Or I could get his hat done and do stitching up here, the words. But I think I'll just finish the duck. And when he's done, I'll decide whether or not I want to put the words on there. My sister Naomi suggested that perhaps I leave the words off. And I hadn't really thought about doing that because I do like the saying that that when things go wrong, you don't have... Sometimes the best thing to do is to, it's kind of similar to when you get lemons, make lemonade kind of thing. Things happen in our life that we think are horrible, and it turns out that they're leading your life in a different way that may not be horrible. And that doesn't mean that the event wasn't bad, but you can still have a good life. And so I like this saying, but when my sister mentioned that, it made me start thinking about perhaps leaving it off. I'm thinking I want to do a pillow finish. I don't frame very many things just because there's not a lot of space. The window that you see behind me, there's several of those in the house. There's a window the same size right here, and another one just over there, and on all the outer walls, basically, they're just spaced. And then, of course, you know, you have objects in the way, you know, like bookcases and things like that. So, and because this was my parents' house as well, there's a lot of framed pictures of my family on the walls that I wouldn't necessarily have up, but I'm not going to take down because, I don't know. Just because. But I might find some place to hang it if I decide to hang it up. If I put the words on it, I will probably hang it. I think it would be better that way. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's cute boots. And this hat has 4 colors of blue. Or is it 5? There's the light color here, there's this lighter color, there's this, I mean darker, slightly darker, there's this slightly darker, there's this slightly darker, and then this one. It's 5, I think. So the whole duck is like that. And there's a lot of half stitches and things like that. But once I got done with the yellow, I don't know why the yellow was bothering me. I didn't want to do any more yellow, and I said, well, I want to finish his hat. And I have a working copy that I'm marking off which colors I've done so that I don't lose my place, because some of them are very close in color. So that's helping a lot. So that's that. And so I'm going to talk about December's WIPCO. Did I say co? Go. Sorry, my mouth is very dry because of the nebulizer that I've been using constantly. This is water. Just refilled it. Okay, so for December, I am working on, let me find the right picture, because I have 4 projects in here that basically go together. Okay, this is by CrossStitchingForFun. It's Art Deco Spring. It's bugs and flowers. And I started this last September, and I didn't get very far. This is all the farther I've gotten. Sorry, it's been folded up in the bag for a while now. So, I'm not doing very good at this here. Let me try it this way. So I thought what I'd do is work in the round. So next I'm going to do the bees and the other flower over here. And then start on this outer ring here of stuff. I might do these little bits first and then start on these. And then this bigger circle and then the square. I have this down for working on it for 10 days. Now, that's not a lot, but let's remember this is December, so I'm glad it's only 10 days. But I love these, and I bought all 4 seasons when I bought them. Here's summer. This is the one I saw first. I saw it on, somebody posted a picture of it on embroidery.com on their Facebook page. And I just fell in love with it. And I asked her what it was, and I went and bought this. And then I went back for the other seasons. This is fall. Not as in love with this one, but I do like it. And this one, which I love. And so what I plan to do for these is frame them and switch them out. I might frame them in such a way that I don't have to change the frame and just change the picture that's on it. I don't know. But I have, this is a 28 count even weave that I dyed myself. And I have the other 4, no, I have 3 of the other fabrics, 2 of the other fabrics done, so 3. This one is for the dragonflies, and this one is for the leaves. And they're all basically the same sort of light background. But I think they go together well, and will go with the images. The reason I haven't done the winter one yet is that I want to make sure after I finish these that I'm going to keep it in the same look. And so when I was dyeing these, I did not have the I thought I had enough of the 28 count fabric, and I didn't. And I have since bought more, but I haven't dyed fabric in a while. So I want to make sure I gave them this same light color, but it needs to be dark enough for those snowflakes. But I figure by the time I get to winter, this, when I was working on this, it was for one of the cross stitch camp challenges, and I was also doing something else. I don't remember what, and I just really wasn't giving it the time it deserved. And I think concentrating on it, even for just 10 days, because they're small little pictures within this picture. And so if I get 1.5 done in each day, you know, that'll be quite a bit around the thing. I had counted it up when I was working on it to try to do it in you know, how many stitches I would need to do and all that in order to get it done in a certain amount of time. But that would have to be focusing on that and nothing else. And I just don't. I never have. You know, I find right now that my creative outlet is in cross stitch, and I am enjoying it. And so I paint less and do other crafts less. I am enjoying sewing, but you know, since my various health issues of sitting and, you know, doing stuff like that, you know, it's like, it hasn't been a priority. But I want to get back to it. I have that Christmas quilt I really want to do, and I haven't. And I told myself December 1st, I'm going to work on it. But I keep saying, oh, but I need to do this first and need that. I'm going to start it on December 1st, even if I'm just doing stuff like sewing together it's a jelly roll pattern, so sewing together the jelly rolls in the way that they need to be sewn together. Very little cutting until after you sew together the jelly rolls. And then I can do all the cutting at once. So, so thirsty. Okay, so next since this is next on the pile, I'll talk about this one next. This is Nativity berry, given to me by a lovely viewer. Thank you very much. And I love it, and I'm enjoying working on it. This is where I've gotten so far. Now, I don't remember where I was last week. If I can grab the picture from the video, I'll put it right here. But I'm also going to put a picture of where it was on Saturday when we were doing our Three Sisters creative video, when we were recording it. I had the faces all done in the darker selection of face color, because I thought that would be more historically accurate. And, you know, being a person of, you know, I may look white, but I am not. I come from a Hispanic background, so I wanted to use the darker color. Well, the baby, you couldn't see a face. And there's no back stitching or anything to outline where that face is, and it was almost the same color as the little halo, and I'm like, So during our video Saturday, I picked it out and started putting in the face. So then I put in, you know, this, and there is more. This is Mary's hands, and Joseph's hands are over here, but I ran out of thread. So, well, not out of the whole thread, but that one thread I had. So it's coming along. I had hoped to be further along by now, but I'm making good progress. And hoping that I can get this done soon. Once I'm working on just the white, I think it'll go a lot faster. But of course, being me, with the angels being the same color of white as the stars and stuff like that, I am very tempted to make them different somehow. I don't know. I may just make them like the pattern. There's nothing wrong with them the way they are. But of course, me being a shiny things person, I kind of went, well, what if I added, shimmery stuff to the angels? That would be pretty, huh? Oh, why do I make so much work for myself? So I have been plugging away at so right here I'm going to put the picture of this. This is one of my own patterns, and it's called The Greatest Story. I have finished the Wise Men. It just now occurred to me how I was like, oh, Cute Boots is so hard because it's got all this pixel. Yeah, this is very pixelated too. I did the same thing because I wanted to have the star, you know, make light. It's very, very, very subtle here, but yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the way it's looking. I'm already thinking forward to how am I going to finish this. And I bought a thing from Hobby Lobby, and I think up on top it says Christmas. I'm not sure. It was suggested stitching with the housewives for one of her patterns that she was going to do, and I happened to see it, and I wasn't sure I was going to buy that pattern, but I went ahead and bought it, the frame, and I'm thinking, you know what? I wonder if this would look good on that. So I haven't even looked at it to see the dimensions and see if it would work or anything like that. But and there's not a lot. They're tiny little stitches, not tons and tons of detail to be seen, but I like it. And I'm kind of the, it's the reason for the season camp. I do decorate with Christmas trees, and I love Santa Claus and all those things, but that's fun. It's not the reason for the season. And I think that's why I like the Nativity berry so much. Even though I just bought one that's Santa Claus. So, I'm enjoying it. I'm going to keep working on it. I'm hoping I have it done before Christmas. I told myself, you're working this hard at everybody else's patterns. You need to work on your own. And then, let's see which of these I have been, this has been handy, so I've been putting everything in it. Snowflake Ornaments, CrossStitchingForFun. I'm working on this one. This went on next year's Whip Go. I already finished my Whip Go thing for next year, which I will share with you in December. This is where I am so far. I'm liking the way it looks on this fabric. I haven't ironed it or anything. So let me see if I can get a better. I haven't been working on this as much. You'll see why in a minute. But I love this dude. He's so cute. I think it'll probably go to about here. And I won't have as much space over here if I move it over, but I don't think I need that much room to frame them, so to make them into ornaments. So I think I'm going to be able, if not, I'll just go get another piece of that fabric. Nebulizer medicine, FYI, gives you a very, very, very dry throat. Okay, so there was something else in this same bag. What is it? No, not that one. Not that one. had a Thanksgiving start. I feel like I'm missing a project here. Might be right. Okay. I did a Thanksgiving start. Winter berries. No, winter reindeer. That is my start. Right there. There's more snowflakes and stuff over here, but this gives me a good reference point. So, plus I was anxious to put in something I could see. In person, it's very visible, but just like the Christmas lantern, the first crossover, you can't, it's hard to see. The second one back is easier. So, and snowflakes are always a bit of a pain, mostly because I don't want to carry the thread, carry the thread. Now, I don't mind as much with white because it unless you're on really dark fabric, it's likely not to show through. But I don't want to start and stop with such little things either. So, curious, do you carry thread? I know a lot of people that don't. I keep feeling like there's a pattern that I'm missing showing you, but I guess not. I don't know. There's the thread for that. That's for the sewing bee. This is for Christmas lantern. I keep putting everything in here, and that's my problem. They don't each have their own little bag. Because I keep telling myself to make myself bags. Stop buying them. Make them. You can make them. You have plenty of fabric, plenty of stuff. Yeah, I don't do it. So, I only showed you one whip go for December. The second one is for a new start, and it's called Snowed In. And I don't have the picture here. It's a Stitching with the Housewives pattern, and it's 10 days on that. And probably if I concentrate on it, 10 days is plenty to finish it. It's a little pattern. But I very much wanted to finish FFOing my Naughty Dog. And that's getting me thinking that maybe instead of the new start on Snowed In, which I really want to do, I should go ahead and do a new start on OMG, They Got Me a Tree, so that there isn't a big time jump between finishing the two things, because they don't have to be matchy-matchy, but I would like to be able to kind of have them go together. So until I decide for sure, that one's up in the air. But if I decide to do that one, I will be working on that one first, so that I have a chance to finish it before Christmas and maybe get it FFO'd before Christmas. Now, had I been feeling better, I would have some bags to show you that I would be giving away on the on the next video. My asthma has been so bad. I had a new med, and I think that's what's triggered it. I think it was an allergic reaction to the new med. And so bad that, I get out of breath walking across the room. And so I never realized until I started sewing as much as I do right now how much energy it takes to cut fabric, to, the actual sitting and sewing it isn't as difficult as the rest of it, but it is something that's physically challenging. Whereas cross stitching, while my mind has to be engaged, I can stay in one place to do it. And so it's really nice to have that outlet. It's really great. And maybe that's why I've been enjoying it so much. Now, I have all these paintings in my head that I want to do, and I keep thinking I should go paint. But that is a lot of prep work and then a lot of put away work. And so I'm like, do I have the energy to get to, because you can't leave a paintbrush with paint on it, or sitting in the water or any of that stuff. So, yeah. So, I have to wrap this up because I have to go get my aunt. I don't know what we're going to do today. If I'm feeling better, I might make my pumpkin pies that I've been wanting to make for a week. I took another dessert to Thanksgiving, and because I knew my sister was going to make pumpkin pies, but it's my son's favorite, and I mean he could eat one in a day. I don't let him, but he could. And I had pumpkin bread. He ate the whole loaf. I come back and I'm like, why is there no pumpkin bread? He just grins at me. He goes, you make good bread. And I do enjoy that. So I might make those pies today. I know my aunt would enjoy eating one. Not the whole thing, but So I might do that. I'm definitely going to stitch though. So that is all I have. I will be nailing down. On my whip go for next year, I put just whips. I didn't put any new starts. And that's kind of frightening. Well, I put Underwater World. And technically that's a new start. But I did new start it several times this year. So, yeah. But I only put 10 days on everything, even if it was a big thing, and even if I want to get it done, because I can work on it more if I want to. But I figured that's 20 days of the month, and that leaves me 10 days to work on whatever I feel like working on, or a new start if I want to. And so I will have my whip go board for this year. I did not reprint this out. So I'll have a Christmas lantern is darkened. That one's done. And cute boots will be done. Project not finished, but goal achieved. And before the end of the year, I'm hoping to finish quilting my quilt, which I started doing and haven't gone back to, and put the outer borders on this quilt. And this one is probably not going to get done before the end of the year, but oh well, you know. This quilt, sorry, best quilt. So pretty good. I expect that I'll be able to do these 2 10-day challenges in December without any kind of problem. And this is the one that that I will that I'm thinking about switching to. OMG, they got me a tree. But I'm already working on the reindeer, winter reindeer, so I may not want to do that too. I really like it though. It's so cat. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I've been rambling a little bit here. And I appreciate all the comments and everything. I thank you all. And I'll see you again next week.